Welcome back to BBT. Today we're gonna go over the trade that we took today. It was a W today, guys. So another W in the books. We didn't take a trade yesterday because it was a bank holiday, so that was just a day off. Naz did at night, and he hit a dub as well. So let's go over the trade that I called out today. As you can see, I gave out a few levels. Best short 25,360, and we'll go over how I got that. So obviously, you go to the 4 hour, and I'm always telling everybody to measure the current range with your fib, if that makes sense, right? So, what I did was you go take your fib and you measure the current range from here to here, right? As you can see, my entry's right there at the golden pocket. Now, that's the 4 hour. Let's drop down to the 1 hour. So, we go from the 4 hour to the 1 hour. And as you can see here, here's the 1 hour, right? It's the same thing. Measure the current range from the high to the low, right? What else do you see here? There's a bearish fair value gap right here, right? There's a bearish fair value gap right here. So you take the fib from the high to the low. And what have I been telling you guys? What have I been telling you guys over and over and over again? The OTE zone, guys. OTE or golden pocket. So look where my entry was. 360 right at the fill of the golden pocket. We're in a 1 hour bearish fair value gap too. Then you go down to the 15 minute, right? There's the same thing here. There's two bearish fair value gaps here. Obviously, it's a little bit different because this is the 1 hour, but you can see there's a bearish fair value gap here, right here. Does that make sense? Right? So you're just doing the current range high to the current range low on your fib, and it literally gives you 360. So, I mean, there's not much to think about there, right? Does that make sense? Also, what else is there, guys? I'm gonna give you a little bit of sauce right now. I'm gonna give you a little bit of sauce. Midnight open. Always mark out midnight open. It's usually a level that like rejects or protects. As you can see, right here is midnight open. So even though we took the trade, what are we protected by? Midnight open. Our entries right here. 25-point stop, 25-point take profit. As you can see, it edged us here, had 25 points. It actually went down 100 points and then came back up. We left our limit order there. Got tapped in, TP, made our money, and done for the day, guys. That's all I literally did, guys. That's all I literally did. Also, I'm going to teach you something right here with the standard deviation. Standard deviation is on your fib. And you want to do what, guys? You want to mark out manipulation with your standard deviation. This is the 5 minute chart. Where's this? Where's the manipulation? Right here. We actually had a change state delivery back to the downside here. But then so here's the manipulation. So if you go from here to here, right, you measure from the low to the body, what else is there? We're right around the -4 to 4.5 standard deviation. It's not perfect, but it's in that area. So I was confident in taking the trade. Took the trade, and like I said, it printed, guys. That's all I'm doing. Just take your fib and go from the range high to the range low. And in this golden pocket area, if it if it, overlaps with higher time frame fair value gaps, 15 and up, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, as you can see, there's a 15 minute right here. You can see that there's a 1 hour right here, fair value gap, right? So just line up the OTE with higher time frame PD arrays for value gaps, and then put your entry right at the fill right here, guys. Right at the fill at the 768. 768. That's all the sauce you need. Also, I'll give you another little bit of sauce, right? Something you guys probably are not even paying attention to. So, what else is here? Just look at the chart and look to the left. What else is here? You can see this candle right here has no wick on it. They call it the devil's mark, but to me, it's just a flat spot in the market. So if you see these candles on the higher time frames with no wick, most of the time it'll take that candle out and then reject a little bit. Does that make sense? So that's literally the trade we took today. As you can see here, we printed in the Discord. Let's just show. Obviously, it's not financial advice. As you can see, www hit TPWW guys. So, like, we really do this over here. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. If you guys want to learn, I'm also talking this through on the voice chat in the daytime. So, with that being said, lock in with us. Appreciate